Hi friends, welcome to today's standing practice. You don't need anything for today's class, not even necessarily a yoga mat. So once you're ready, just make your way into a nice, tall standing position. Feel free to shake things out a little bit before bringing the feet and planting them underneath your hips. Start by rolling the shoulders back. Really make this an exaggerated movement. You can bend into the knees. You can take the head up and down a little bit. And then let that go, and we'll just swing our way from side to side, twisting left and twisting right. Still just waking things up here. Take the gaze with you. And eventually make your way back to center. You can widen the feet just a little bit now, so they're wider than the hips. Left hand on your hip as you reach the right arm up towards the sky, and then lean yourself over towards the left. So the right arm is going from the sky and then reaching over the head towards the left. A few times here, and then let yourself roll all the way forwards into a forward fold, bending into one knee and the other. Fingertips could be on the ground or hovering. And bend the knees generously to roll yourself back up tall. Take your time here, vertebrae by vertebrae. And once you're up nice and tall, give yourself that little shake. The right hand on the hip now. Left hand reaches overhead and then reaches up towards the sky. So bending towards the right and then getting as straight as possible. Keep going. And last one, reaching overhead and then finding your forward folds. Again, you can sway a little bit from side to side. Maybe you notice a little bit more range this second time. And come to stillness. Bring the hands onto your hips as you roll yourself up once more. Beautiful. Keep the legs as they are, quite wide, but turn the toes outward so that we can lower the hips and sway a little bit left and right again. So we're in our goddess squat, finding a little bit of movement. Hands could be on the hips or on the thighs. We'll start to dip one shoulder down towards the mat or the floor, and then the other. It's a nice supported twist here. Before straightening through the legs, bringing the feet back towards one another, and then coming to meet me at the front of your mat, if you happen to be using one. Take some half sun salutes here. So inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, bend the knees, dive forwards, forward folds. Inhale, lifting up halfway, palms to shins, and exhale to refold. Inhale, stand yourself up, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale the hands to prayer in front of the heart. One more time, inhale, hands come up, lift your gaze. Exhale, dive yourself forwards. Inhale up halfway, and exhale to find your forward fold. Inhale, press into the feet to rise up, palms meet overhead, and exhale, palms in front of the heart. Beautifully done. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, dive yourself forwards. Inhale up halfway, and exhale, folding once more, maybe finding a bit more depth here. Inhale, lift yourself up, arms come overhead, squeeze through the glutes, and exhale, hands in front of the heart. Beautiful. Bring the feet together, nicely done, and we'll lift onto the ball of the right foot and bend into the left knee, and straighten. So the right heel is lifted here as we bend and straighten through that supporting leg, the left leg. Finding a little bit of balance work here. And then pull that right knee up towards the heart, using just the strength of the hip flexors before adding on the help of the hands. Find a gazing spot in front of you to help with balance. Still standing up nice and tall. Now hold on with just the right hand as you bring the knee out towards the right. And then switching side. Left hand brings the knee slightly over towards the right. You could extend your right hand out towards the side. That might help a little bit with balance. And then set that poor little foot down. Nicely done. Give yourself a shake. Let's lift up through that left heel, coming onto the ball of the foot so we can bend and straighten through that right leg. Getting a nice stretch into the calf and the Achilles as we repeat this a few times. And then lift that left knee up towards the heart. Add on the help of your hands, pulling it nice and close. Holding here. Balance is typically more challenging for us on one side or the other. Left hand will pull the knee over towards the left now, right hand on your hip. And then switching sides. Right hand will pull the knee over towards the right. Certainly easier said than done. Let the knee come back to center, set your left foot down, shake things off. And take a step back with your right foot. So we're on the ball of the right foot, 2 straight legs, and now 2 bent legs. So make sure that the feet here are parallel, they're not directly one behind the other. Train tracks rather than a tightrope, as we bend and straighten both knees at the same time. And then step that right foot a little bit further back, so we're in more of a high lunge now. And again, we'll bend and straighten, but this time just the back knee. So you might let it kiss the ground, or it could hover an inch or 2 above it. Working into the front of that right hip. Now see if you can straighten the front leg as well. Holding our pyramid pose, you could stand up straight. You might explore leaning the upper body forwards over that front leg. Think about keeping the hips nice and parallel. And then lift the upper body once more, bend into that front knee, giant step forwards to bring the right foot alongside the left. Well done. Second side. Take a little step back with that left foot. Remember those train tracks. Stay up on the ball of that foot so we can bend and straighten both legs at the same time. Finishing up that last move, we'll scoot the back foot just a little further back, bending and straightening now through the back leg. Of course, the front leg will bend a little bit as well, but we're keeping it bent the whole time. Really press that left heel back as you straighten through the front leg as well now. Both legs are straight, and perhaps you're leaning over that front leg. So think about bringing the left hip forward, the right hip back ever so slightly to keep them nice and square. And then tighten those abs to lift yourself up, bend the front knee, huge step forward to bring the feet alongside one another, and give yourself a bit of a shake. Now this time bend the right knee, keeping the foot behind you, and we'll see if the hands can help that foot in towards the glutes. This is another type of balance challenge here. We're keeping the tailbone tucked under. And then you can switch sides. So simple stretch here. Squeeze a little bit through those glutes. That will help with balance. and release. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet hips distance apart once more. Bring your right hand onto your left shoulder, weighing it down as you bring the head over towards the right. Nice little stretch for the neck here. If you'd like to add on, you could also bring that left hand behind you, back of the hand towards your right hip. Breath is soft and steady. You can let that go. Other side, the left hand weighs down the right shoulder, the head comes towards the left shoulder. And again, you've got the option of placing the back of the hand towards your left hip. Softly let that go. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Notice how you feel. And then take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Pull it over in a diagonal towards the left. And then bring it up towards the sky and back down. So let your left arm do the work here. Kind of sweeping the right side of your body up and over and then down towards the earth. And this will look a little bit different on everyone. Bring yourself up tall. Release the arms for just a moment to shake that off and exhale. And then the right hand will hold the left wrist as we bring it over towards the right, lifting and lowering. So feel free to kind of explore whatever feels good here for you, whatever range your body might be craving at this time. Use this to get into the lower back, into the side body, into the shoulder. And bring yourself up tall. Let go of your wrist. Arms come to the sides. Let yourself shake off any remaining tension as you bring one hand over your heart and the other over your stomach. Close the eyes. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Feel the sky up overhead. Feel yourself perfectly centered between the two. Inhale to sweep the arms up overhead. Palms can touch. Exhale the hands back down in front of your heart. Beautifully done today, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon.